All right, friends. So, a question that I often get asked is, how do I grow in my Marian devotion? How do I fall in love with Our Lady? They presume that I'm an expert because I'm moderately obsessed with her and I teach Mariology. And, it's something that does drive me. I believe that when people fall in love with the Mother of God, when she becomes their best friends, not only do they come to a closer relationship with Jesus, but they also come to a closer self-respect of their own sacred dignity as sons and daughters of God and as sons and daughters of the Queen of Heaven. You realize your own royal bloods when she is your mother, the Queen of Heaven and Earth. So one practice that I find so powerful is a spirituality called the presence of Mary, practicing the presence of Mary. I got it from a great book by one of the great Mariologists of the 20th century, Father Emilio Neuberts, and a book called Life of Union with Mary. Tremendous work. This is one of those books that when you read it, you feel the presence of God coming from the pages. You feel like this was a book written in a spirit of prayer and devotion, and that this man truly gets it. He truly understands what it means to know Our Lady and to be intimately in love with her. So highly recommended, highly. Father Neubert speaks about practicing the presence of Mary. He gives the example of two people, or two types of people. You can have a person who has a very vivid imagination, and for that person, maybe that includes you, for that person, here's what he says: imagine, visualize Our Lady standing beside you. Imagine that she's right there, and walk with her, spend the day with her, speak to her internally. Share with her your joys, your sorrows, your blessings. Pray to her for intercession throughout the day. Acknowledge her. And that's such a beautiful way to grow in Marian devotion, because what you're doing is you're entering a place of prayer of the heart. It's not just a set of prayers of repetition. It is actually personal. It is interior. You are acknowledging Our Lady's spiritual presence. You are visualizing it, and you are speaking to her throughout the day. Tremendous, tremendous. The other tremendous way that he gives is for people who have less of a vivid imagination. It's still the spirituality of the presence of Mary, but he says if your imagination is not as vivid, hold that interior dialogue. Speak to her throughout the day. Invoke her name. Say Mother. And say Mother Mary when you are in need of her. And just be able to invite her into a living relationship of friendship. Allow her to be your best friend throughout the day. When you live this way, you can be doing anything. You can be studying, you can be working, and yet internally, in a contemplative way, you are thinking of her, you are orienting your attention towards her, you are acknowledging her, you are coming to a spirituality where you are developing intimacy with her. What a gift Our Lady is, brothers and sisters. Let us always continue to grow in love of her. Let us practice the spirituality of the presence of Mary, and let us continually allow our Mother to lead us closer to Jesus. Praise be Jesus and Mary. God bless you.